Hello and welcome guys, and welcome to this short vlog. And yes, July 2023 examination has come to an end. It was the first attempt when Syllabus 2022 was tested for the students. Examination was based on Syllabus 2022 and 2016 as well. So it was the first attempt for Syllabus 2022 examination students. And yes, now we are looking forward to the results of July 2023 examination. Simultaneously, guys, you have to be prepared for the December 2023 examination as well. So for all of you who have given one group in July 2023 examination, they should be prepared for giving the second group in December 2023 examination. Along with keeping in mind that there can be an eventuality when our result for group 1 or the first group which we have given might not be as per our expectations. In that case, we'll give both the groups together in December 2023 examination. So be mentally absolutely prepared. Don't waste time. The time till your results, which are expected to be released in second week of September, till that time, guys, do not waste your time. Start studying for the second group. Start studying for the other group which you want to give in December 2023 without wasting even a single time. Yes, I'm not asking you to purchase all the coachings together and start your classes for all the subjects, but at least start the classes for one subject. At least pick up one subject and you start your classes from day one for that one subject. That is the key. That is the most important part of your preparation strategy. So yes, let's start preparing for December 2023 examination. The first question that is being asked by me, by the students is that, sir, is it possible to give both the groups together for December 2023 examination? Answer is an obvious yes. Yes, there is ample time left till December 2023 to ace your December 2023, even if you are giving both the groups. I'll demonstrate how ample number of hours are left for you to study for December 2023 examination. But considering that only 4 months are left, guys, only 4 months are left. Considering this fact, only 4 months are left: August, September, October, November. December I'm discounting because December, the FAG initial periods of December will be utilized in testing yourself, mock test or giving revisions or something like that. So I'm discounting December totally. Guys, 4 months are left for your December 2023 examination. Now, if you want to ace December 2023 examination, now you cannot afford to miss or waste even a single second, even a single minute on anything apart from studies. So guys, be absolutely focused, be absolutely unaware about what is happening in the surroundings. I know this period of August to November is quite heavy on festivals, especially for Hindu religion. There are a lot of festivals which come by, Raksha Bandhan, Dussehra, Diwali. Always remember one thing. Diwali is going to come every year. But your CMA Intermediate examination or CMA Final examination is going to come once in a lifetime if you want to clear in first attempt. If you want to be a multiple attempt, if you want to be a repeater, then it will come multiple times. But if you want to clear it in first attempt, then forget about festivals, forget about functions, forget about friends, forget about family, forget about those special ones, kuchiku, those cutie pies of yours. Forget about all those things and focus on December 2023 examination. Clearly have a time map in front of you, just like I'm trying to make a time map for you. Have a timetable for you, and I'll guide you how to make a timetable also. Clearly have those objectives in your mind that I need to attain this objective in the month of August 2023. I want to obtain this objective in the month of September 2023. Have clear-cut goals in your mind. Have clear-cut targets in your mind. And yes, you're definitely going to ace your December 2023 examination. Start early. Be a winner, be a acer. So I have just jotted down what are the number of days and what are the hours which are left with us for December 2023 examination. So guys, we have precisely 4 months to go. Okay, December I'm taking 15 days additional because revisions are going to happen. Of course, revisions are going to happen in November as well as December. So we have 45 days of revision benchmark with us. So revisions are going to come in this particular bracket. Precisely, we have 4 months before our December 2023 examination, which means that we have 137 days before our December 2023 examination, which means that we have this much total number of hours for examination, depending upon how many number of hours are we willing to put in per day. Are you willing to put in 12 hours per day of studies? Are you willing to put in 10 hours per day of studies? Are you willing to put in 8 hours per day of studies? Depending upon your category, these are the number of hours. If someone tells me, sir, I'm not willing to even spend 8 hours, I am willing to spend only 2 to 3 hours per day on my studies for December 2023 attempt, then I will suggest that that particular person should shut down this video, because this video might not be relevant for them. Yes, they might clear their examination for sure, but the probability or the percentage is quite less. Guys, this is a professional examination. This is not graduation. This is not 11th, 12th, okay, that you study only for 2 to 3 hours a day and you will qualify. By luck, some people do it. I know that, and I respect them. I'm not disrespecting anyone, but the bare minimum expectation from all of you, if you are in to give December 2023 examination, the bare minimum expectation is to give 8 hours per day of sincere studies. If you are in CMA Final, then you must aim the upper 2 brackets, not the 8 hours bracket. You should give 12 hours per day studying. You should give 10 hours per day studying. Only then it will be fruitful for you. So guys, if I assume that you are a ninja and you are willing to give 12 hours or more in a day, then guys, you have 1644 hours at your disposal. 1644 hours at your disposal. What is my suggestion to all of you? Have these 2 months, August and September, and of course your coachings currently will be ongoing, okay? You might be finished with one of your subject or 2 of your subjects, so your coachings might be underway. Try to wrap up the entire course in the next 2 months. Wrap up the entire course, which means that you need to complete all your coachings in next 2 months, August and September. August and September, complete all your coachings. I know you might be saying, sir, 60 days mein kaise hoga? It is impossible to do in 60 days. So what are you saying, sir? Not possible. Take 15 more days of October. Take 15 more days of October. In 75 to 80 days, which 75 multiply by 12 hours, in 900 hours, or take 1000 hours. In 1000 hours, in next 1000 hours, complete your entire syllabus of all the subjects, be it one group or both the groups. Now I'll give you a shortcut technique of completing the course of certain lengthy subjects like direct taxation. Guys, direct taxation is a quite a hefty subject to deal with. I understand that. For intermediate as well as final students, the shortcut technique is, guys, please buy Scanner. Scanner is published by Shuchita Prakashan. Salt scanners are there, which contains the questions which have repeated for direct taxation in last 10 attempts. After seeing that trend, which chapter is important, which chapter is not important, you can decide not to do certain chapters. So for example, in case of direct taxation of intermediate, you can decide to skip small chapters like relief. You can skip that chapter. ICDS, old syllabus, you can leave that chapter. So now you need to act smartly along with acting in a complete manner, in a 100% manner. Be a little specific, be a little more choosy. Yes, it will have risk. It will have risk. What if a relief question comes in the examination? But the risk is calculated risk. Risk is calculated. Always remember, we need to attain only 50 marks for qualifying. We don't need to attain 100 out of 100 to qualify. So, purchase scanners, Shuchita Prakashan, and compile your studies, or arrange your studies in a manner that your entire course is completed within next 1000 hours. Now what you need to do is, you need to really split this 1000 hours into the subjects which you are preparing. Suppose if you have 8 subjects, then you have 125 hours for preparing each of the subject. Okay, now you can give more time to certain lengthy subjects like DT, and you can give less time to certain non-lengthy subjects like law, OMSM. They are smaller subjects, give less time to them, give 80 hours to them, give 200 hours to DT. That you can split. These 1000 hours are there with you. Now you have to manage these 1000 hours to complete your entire study portion, and I'm assuming that certain subjects you might already would have completed or might be at an advanced stage. So consider that within these 1000 hours. But in next 1000 hours, which means till September end, or maximum till October mid, you need to complete your entire syllabus. Even if you complete 90% of each of the subject and leave 10% of the subject, that's okay. ABC analysis needs to be done. Leave the less important subjects, chapters. That's okay. I have given the ABC analysis of direct taxation, GST, cost audit, BVM, SPM, the subjects which I teach on my channel. You can just scroll through the videos on my channel and you can get the ABC analysis of all these subjects. So yes, next 1000 hours, which means till September end, October mid, your entire syllabus should be absolutely finished. And by finishing, I don't mean 100% finished, but finished to the extent of A and B category chapters, which are most important chapters which I have recorded in the examination. Like anything, like in DT, residential status comes every time, a question from salary comes every time, a question from PGBP comes every time. Absolutely done with these chapters. You should be thorough with these chapters in DT Intermediate. Similarly, in DT Final, international taxation, needless to say, a question will come in the examination for sure. That is the A priority chapter. That is how you need to split your 1000 hours into all the subjects which you are giving. And if you have only 4 subjects to go, then good for you. You have 250 hours each for the 4 subjects. Then your timeline squeezes to 30th September only. You need to complete all your subjects within 30th September. And after that, guys, starts the round of revisions. So in the month of October, you need to start your revisions. Okay. Revisions, ideally, 3 revisions are required before the examination. If you're able to do 4, nothing like it. Amazing. Amazing. If you're able to do 4, nothing like it. Amazing if you're able to do 4. But 3 is an ideal number. You must do 3 revisions before your examination. That is the ask. Okay. Now, please understand one very important technique which is known as thrashing technique. One very important technique which is known as thrashing technique. What is this thrashing technique? Guys, after every revision, in fact, while doing the course also, the easy questions which you're able to solve at your first glance, you need to cut them. In the second revision, you need not do those easy questions. In the second revision, you should only do the difficult ones. And in the second revision, those questions which you were able to do in the first time, you can cut them also. Cut. So after first revision, after first completion of course, not revision, completion of course, while you're completing the course, that is the first time, your course should reduce to 75% of the original syllabus, which means 25% of the portion should be thrashed. Okay. After the second, which is the first revision, okay, this is course completion. This is the first round. After the first revision, which is the second round, your syllabus should concise up to 50%. After the second revision, your course should concise up to 35%, which means that in your third revision, which will be just before the examination, you need to study, you need to revise only and only 30 to 40% of your entire syllabus. Just before the examination, you will not revise the entire syllabus. No, not possible. Just before the examination, which is the third revision, you are not going to revise the entire syllabus. You are only going to revise 35% of the entire syllabus by this thrashing technique. Like, you know, in theoretical topics, in theoretical subjects like cost audit, you can actually cut down on all the repetitive points of cost accounting standards. All the 24 cost accounting standards have got repetitive point, like finance cost is not required to be added to the cost. This is a repetitive point. Cut it down in all the cost accounting standards. Just have it in one cost accounting standard. It will be same for all the cost accounting standards. This is how you need to thrash the entire syllabus and make it very, very concise, make it quite straightforward and quite compact for you to revise at the end of your revision sessions, and before the examination just revise only 35 to 40% of your entire syllabus, not the entire syllabus, so that you are able to revise it very, very quickly. This is how you need to plan your upcoming months: August, September, October, November, December. This is how you're going to plan it. So my ideal time will be, my ideal expectation will be by September end, everything is finished. all A and B category chapters are finished. Everything is in your hands. Your register is maintained, your notes are maintained, your diagrams. So in IDT I make you draw diagrams, guys. Please draw those diagrams in your register. All the diagrams are maintained, all the questions are properly solved, all the questions are explained, all the questions are understood by you. Everything is done in your IDT paper, DT paper, cost and FM costing, every paper, everything is done. This is my expectation until September end. And after that, revision. Certain tips. And yes, guys, achievers have 1000 hours. So proportionately, since you are studying only for 8 hours, proportionately you are going to spend lesser time for completing your entire syllabus. 1370 hours are there with acers who are going to study for 10 hours per day. 1370 hours for the acers. Okay. Now many students ask me, sir, we are watching video lectures. How many hours of video lecture should we watch per day? Guys, on an average, you should watch 5 to 6 hours of video lectures per day. I'm assuming that you will watch these lectures on 1.5 or 2 times the speed. Increase the speed, of course. You cannot afford to watch these lectures on speed 1x. Increase the speed. So you are effectively employing only 3 hours per day in your video lectures. That is the ideal time. 3 hours per day in your video lectures, and rest of the 3 minus 12, 9 hours. Rest of the 9 hours in self-studying. You can study theory subjects on your own, like law, like audit. These are theoretical subjects which you can study. You can revise your practical portions which you've already done, complete, revise them in the 9 hours. Do homework of these 3 hours of 6 hours of videos which you have watched. Do homework, or employ 1 more hour in watching videos. Whatever you want to do it according to your capability. So 3 to 4 hours of your day must be spent in watching the videos. Videos cannot be watched for 8 hours or 10 hours a day because it will affect your eyes a lot. So reasonably spend 3 to 4 hours per day for watching the videos, and rest of the day for revising or learning the concepts. Okay, that is how your day should be divided. Now in the comment section, I want you to write, do you want to be a ninja in December 2023 examination? Do you want to be an acer, or do you want to be an achiever? Write in the comment section, sir, I want to be a ninja. Comment in the section below, I want to be an acer and I want to be an achiever. What category do you find yourself in? Once in a lifetime opportunity. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Once in a lifetime effort. Are you willing to spend 8 hours, 10 hours or 12 hours respectively for your examination? Do mention your level of examination, whether you are in CMA Inter or Final, after writing this ninja, acer or achiever. Okay. So yes, this is the thing that you should write. Okay, now certain tips which you should follow while doing your studies. Number 1, scanner is a must for doing ABC analysis. Buy scanners which are there for Shuchita Prakashan. They are available in market, not very expensive, quite reasonable. For all the subjects, buy them and analyze on A and B category, focus on A and B category, because now exams are near. We cannot afford to do everything, so we need to be a little choosy. Choose according to A and B categorization according to the scanner. Next, syllabus on 22 students, the new syllabus students, they must see the paper pattern. Paper pattern is giving you strong hints on how paper of December 2023 attempt is going to be likely. Okay, question paper of your July 23 attempt, it is out in public. You can ask from your seniors. And model question paper of July 2023 is also there on the website of the institute. Analyze them to know what kind of questions can we expect in the upcoming December 2023 examination. If you analyze both of them, then you are going to really, can successfully complete or successfully do the December 2023 examination prediction. Okay, next is, yes, most important point which I have already discussed about. Okay, avoid distractions, guys. Festivals, functions are going to come, they'll recur in your life again and again. Okay, but CMA Inter and Final examination is not going to recur. If you don't want the CMA Final and Inter examination to recur, then you need to avoid these things. All distractions you should avoid. Okay, so yes, these were my tips for the December 2023 examination, and for the next 6 months, for the next 4 months, in fact 4 or 5 months, I'll be making regular videos on what are the important topics of any particular subject, how to prepare a particular subject, how important is practical portion, theoretical portion in a particular subject. I'll be making videos on all these things, so stay tuned on this channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel as yet, and if you have any questions, If you want me to answer a specific question on a particular subject, if you want answers on a certain paper patterns or certain questions or certain subjects, then please write in the comment section below what is your question, and I'll try my level best to answer your questions on that particular subject. So yes, that's all for this particular video, guys. And yes, do write in the comment section whether you want to be a ninja, an acer, or an achiever, depending upon number of hours you are willing to put in for December 2023 examination. And yes, let's start the marathon run. Let's start the grind towards December 2023 examination, and let's ace December 2023 examination. Earlier if we start, better it is. So let's start early, and it's not that early. We know we've reached 4 months are there only for the December 23 examination. Not that early, but yes, let's start now and effectively employ the next 4 months for the sake of our career, for the sake of our dreams, for the sake of our parents' dreams, for the sake of our teachers' dreams, for the sake of our comfort, for the sake of our pleasure, and for the sake of getting those 3 critical alphabets before our name, which are CMA. On that positive note, all the very best and happy studying.